This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
If the Kentucky Wildcats are going to continue their off-field momentum on the field, junior quarterback Patrick Towles needs to play well. In his first full season as starting quarterback last year, Towles threw for 2,700 yards and 14 touchdowns, completing 57% of his passes. Head coach Mark Stoops, though, was really impressed with his poise in the pocket.
I thought he did a good job of having a good feel in the pocket and pulling it down. He really made some exceptional runs last year in some critical moments, and I think he has a really good feel for that. So, we really try not to interfere with that too much, but I do see him calmer in the pocket. And again, part of that is just style as well and what we're doing offensively and trying to eliminate some of that pressure just with the run game and the play action pass and getting rid of the ball quickly.
Speaking of the Kentucky Wildcats, the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach, was in Pikeville this evening speaking at the Chamber of Commerce's 58th annual awards ceremony. A lot of fans are excited about the Wildcats and hoping they continue their improvement and make a bowl game. While Leach may or may not agree that this is a bowl or bust season, he does say the team is certainly better than last year.
I think a bowl is what everybody's expecting / hoping for, and I think that's probably true for the team as well. I think Mark Stoops, with what they're doing in recruiting, has got this thing definitely headed in the right direction, and they're going to get better because they're getting better players.
Earlier tonight, we released our preseason Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 during our 2015 Pigskin Preview Show. In case you missed it, here's what the top 10 looks like to begin the 2015 season. Defending Class 5A state champion Pulaski County is number 1. Southwestern is 2. Two-time defending Class 3A state champ Belfry 3rd. Johnson Central 4th. Bell County 5th. Knox Central is at number 6. The Corbin Redhounds are 7th. North Laurel at 8th. The Shelby Valley Wildcats at number 9. And rounding out our initial mountain top 10 is Rockcastle County at number 10. And just a reminder, our first Appalachian Wireless game of the week happens tomorrow in London, the first Priority Bowl between number 8 North Laurel and South Laurel. The Jaguars have won 3 in a row and 5 of the last 6 in the series. Game time, 7:30 on this TV and WYMT.com. And you can join the conversation during the broadcast on social media by using the hashtag #FirstPriorityBowl. 2 weeks from Saturday, the Union football program begins its second season under head coach Zach Willis. In his first season, the Bulldogs finished just 1-9. Their defense struggled against the high-powered Mid-South Conference offenses. Their own offense, on the other hand, though, did fairly well, averaging just more than 30 points per game. Coach Willis expects to see those numbers again this season.
I think our overall conditioning physically has gotten better. Brendan Gregory, our strength coach, was not in last year at this time, so we've been able to lift all the way through camp. Levance Anderson's back, our big tailback. He's trimmed off about 10 or 15 pounds. He looks really good. And in general, our running game's sharp, and Chandler Whittles is throwing the ball real well.
Staying in the Mid-South Conference, the Cumberland's Patriots also entering their second season with their head coach Matt Reimer. The Patriots backed up a run to the national championship game in 2013 with a 3-7 finish last year. Now with a full season under his belt, Coach Reimer expects big things out of an offense that spent much of the offseason focusing on gaining in the weight room.
I think balance is the biggest thing, just being able to run the football, throw the football, and I think being able to throw it when we want to is a big thing and not just when we have to. We've got a great perimeter game. We've got we can run the ball between the tackles really well, and so we've got great consistent balance with our offense and play calling and the abilities that we have there. So. And just coming off the football up front, I think that was the biggest thing we stressed, and the weight room really helped us with that.
The Cincinnati Reds made another trade this afternoon, trading outfielder Marlon Byrd to San Francisco for a minor league pitcher. Meanwhile, some baseball still to be played in Cincinnati between the Redlegs and Arizona. 2-0 Reds in the second inning. Jason Bourgeois sends one deep to center field off Diamondback starter Patrick Corbin. It doesn't clear the fence, but it bounces around for a triple. Tucker Barnhart scores easily from first to make it 3-0 Reds. Still in the second, Eugenio Suarez singles to center, scoring Bourgeois. Cincinnati goes up 4-0, now 4-2 in the sixth. Chris Owings singles up the middle for Arizona. That drives in a run to make it 4-3. Red starter John Lamb would exit the game. He allowed 3 earned runs in 5 and a third innings, 8 strikeouts, no walks, but the Diamondbacks get the win 5-4.